here is I want to break this up so it's not just sitting within the user story, because I think it looks a little bit confusing just sitting within this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this task list mapping with the task box and the task accordion in a box. All right. And then I'm going to add a margin around it. So I'm going to just start with like margin 5. And then I'm going to add a border. Let's see if I can, nope. Let's go see if I had the color saved still in my clipboard. All right, so that way we can kind of have it all within this. Okay, so then I'm also gonna add a border radius and put that at medium. Okay, so now our tasks will all go within here. Okay, so far we just have this add a tasks accordion. So I'm gonna go ahead and style. Now that it's a little bit moved in, I'm gonna go ahead and style that. Okay, and then we'll move on to styling the individual tasks. So the task accordion should be styled similar to the other accordions. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the other accordions in order to do my styling. So create user story accordion, sure. And let's scroll all the way up. Let's go ahead and copy this for our accordion button. All right. I need this to be color white. And I need this to be color white. And I need this to be color white. Perfect. All right, that's looking good. Then I need to go ahead and copy my accordion panel styling and go ahead and paste it in here. All right. So it looks like I have a double border going on somewhere here. So we're gonna have to figure that out, which it should be this here that's happening. So maybe we need to change this to padding. So we want margin 5 still, but I also think we want like that. Not sure how I feel about this quite yet. So we might not even need the border or the border radius. Might just be able to go like that. Let's take a look. All right, so let's add a task. All right, so now we have some issues. That task box is not looking great. Let's type in here. That looks good. All right, so let's finish the create task accordion. We need to make this color scheme green. Perfect. All right. And so that looks good. Okay. So now when we create the task, all right, we need to edit the task box. So let's go take a look at our task box here. So it looks like we just have border top, all right, but I think we want to have all of it. I'm gonna go look at my theme and see what my box button looks like. Border radius, background, box shadow. And then we have the hover. I don't think we need the hover, but I think the rest of this is pretty good. So I'm gonna actually just steal it. And let's go ahead. Fix the syntax issues. All right, that's looking pretty good. We can see that it's not perfect in terms of the spacing here. So trying to see where, so let's say display is going to be equal to flex. Let's say flex direction is going to be equal to column. All right, now let's have a gap of 4. All right, that looks pretty good. Okay, I feel like this needs to be bigger. I want it to mirror this. So let's take a look at the size of my accordion, which is 58 pixels. So should we have, so let's make padding. That looks a little bit better already. Let's take a look at the size. Looks like the size is 66 pixels. How much is, let's take a look at this size. That's also 66. Why do we have this at 53 then? 58 if it should be 66. Let's take a look at what happens if we make that 66, 66. Okay, that looks pretty good. So how large is this then? 66. Okay, so we need to change anywhere it was 58. Let's look and let's try to find that and then change it to 66. All right. Perfect, that should be good. So now all of these should be the same size. All right, I'm gonna just close out of everything and I'm going to kind of click around and take a look now. All right, add a task, task 2. That looks good. I think I need a title. Do I need a title though? Because I don't have a title for user stories. It just says feature description and then user story. How does this look without any of them? This looks, honestly, it looks pretty good. If I move this to in progress, then done. All right, let's go and look. Feature 1's done. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with my styling. All right. It looks like everything that we've done so far is pretty styled. I think these might be off now. This is definitely where the 58 came from. So let's go look at our projects. Now, we have project box, interesting. I'm going to compare project box to task box. So I'm just going to change this to P4, padding 4, because before I had padding X and Y, and I'm going to go look if that changed anything in terms of the task height. No, it's still 66. So I'm curious if it's not 66 just because we don't have a project in there. So I think if we're going to leave this as 58, then we also want to leave the accordion at 58 for the create project accordion. So I'm going to change this one back to 58. All right, so that matches that. And let's go look at the project features. Excuse me. So that is 58. So then that's where we got 58 from. So let's change this back to 58. It looks like the icon buttons are doing something for the, but user story is 66, so we'll leave that. All right. So that is going to be the end of our styling for now. And in our next video, we'll start moving on to making our project responsive. All right, see you in the next one.